Uh-oh, damn it. I'll fix it later. Alright, let's see what we have here. Still there. Don't know what that light's about then. So after the track day, there's a few things that I need to address. There was a few parts when I was braking where my brakes were just kind of not up to par. I'm pretty sure that's because my brake lines are old enough to buy alcohol now, so I need to go stainless steel for those. My alignment settings were jacked up. I was trying to get this side dialed in before the track day. It didn't happen, so I'll knock that out today, and hopefully I'll get better tire wear and better performance in general. Ooh, little tire boogie. This means we were partying. So let's get started. The bolt that holds on the camber arm to this rear right side is seized compared to the left side. And so because of that, this side has less camber dialed into it, more ideal, because I brought it out with a few washers. Clearance is pretty tight, but it'll be fine after I roll it, I think. But on this side, if you can see, there's like much more clearance. I can put my fingers all the way through versus the other side only my fingertips went in. And that's due to the wheel being tilted like this. So negative camber, and I think that's a little too much for the track. I'm trying to even it out a little bit. So I'll show you how to deal with that. Alright, so herein lies the problem. You have this bolt that came out just fine. It was a little bit aligned before. But then this bolt right here, it just squeaks, and when you turn the ratchet, it just kind of squeaks and doesn't really go anywhere. The issue is that the threaded portion that's on the chassis, the welds on that nut have separated from the chassis itself. So it's just free spinning in there, and there's really no good way to get that part off. So my plan is to cut off the head, let it drop into wherever it drops, because that area is just fully encased within the frame rail area. So it's fully boxed in and I can't really get to it. And then after I remove that, I will put a Rivet nut in place of that, and that'll just kind of hold it, and I can use that instead of the OEM part that's obviously failing me. Okay, so I finally drilled out the bolt that was giving me problems. It was this threaded bit right here had decoupled from this area right here. So drilled out the head and then smashed it through with an extension, 14 mil, and the old bolt from the other side. Just use that as a punch to punch it through. So that captive nut is somewhere gone forever. What I'm going to use is a Rivet nut in its place, and then I can finally adjust camber here and not have stupid hella flush camber on the track. Sweet. So this piece is what's known as a Rivet nut. This part crushes and it kind of captures any hole you're looking for. So this is a blind hole that I need. I need to drill out this hole a little bit just to fit this Rivet nut. So I'll be back. Thanks to the boys at Makeshift. Thanks Kedron for the drill. I went ahead and drilled the hole a little bit bigger, and then I'm using this to just prevent rust. And I'm gonna coat this Rivet nut with it, and then we'll just shove it in there and call it a day. There we go. A new threaded hole, and it's pretty sturdy, and can't wait to have a functioning, not stance nationed out right rear wheel. So now I've finished and I've got better camber settings now, which helps because now I don't have to worry too much about the toe, because for these cars, if you're running too much camber, your tire will actually toe in and that'll kill your tires. So now that I've been able to bring it back a little bit more, I have even camber, which is always great because you want the same, and then doubles out because I get to zero out my toe a little bit. So I just have to hit the alignment shop and then I'll know for sure.